Alright, welcome back. I'm headed to the new shop. Hopefully I'll be making a quick flip on this vert that I picked up 2 weeks ago or so. So I realize it's been like over a month since I've made E36 content. So I'm hoping that I can get back to that. It's been pretty hectic. If you've seen on Instagram, I did get a shop space, which is awesome. It's great. However, with a new space comes more money and more stress. So to supplement and justify the new shop space, that means I have to have a lot more flips, and I just have to be on top of my game in terms of the E36 market, parts, cars, and I guess anything BMW related. So anyways, I gotta get to the shop. I need to kind of just double check this car really quick. These guys are coming from quite a ways, so I want to make sure it's dialed. And you know, I don't have any experience with this vert. I'll give you a quick walk around when we get to the shop and show you. But yeah, I gotta figure out the car situation for Lake 2.0. I've never been to Lake 2.0. It's super exciting. We got the Airbnb booked. It's gonna be an awesome trip. But I do need to make a decision on what car is going with me. It's a tough choice because both of them need quite a bit of work. So we'll touch base on this a little later. Let me get to the shop, and fingers crossed we sell this thing. So as you can see, we have the Daytona here, as well as this 325. This is a hardtop vert. First vert I've actually ever owned, and hopefully a short-lived experience. Now, if you can't tell by now, I do rent a portion of this shop, not the entire thing. So I have about 600 square feet here, which is great. It allows me to have more space for cars and a proper place to work on them, as well as this is a huge upgrade from the storage unit. We have electricity, we have water, we even have 220 power, so there's quite a bit of opportunity here. Let's talk about this thing. This is a 94 325i. Of course, the 325 indicating that it does have an M50 B25 in it. As you can see, this car is a bit of a cosmetic nightmare, both inside and out. It does hold a clean title, however, it does have a different color nose panel, as well as the hood is just mighty fine. This hood is super ugly, two-tone, like this is like a primered center with some very ghetto like DIY pinstriping. And just so we're clear, I do not tax on cars or parts. This is by far the cheapest hardtop running and driving vert that's on the market. The market is just kind of in a weird spot right now, and people are not chomping at the bit to buy these cars. So I'm really not making too much money on it, but it will help me out with rent at the shop here. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the quick little walk around of the vert. Hopefully you won't ever see it again. This thing looks like a total barn find in the shop right now. It needs a little bit of prep if I do decide to take this car with me. If I'm gonna take this thing all the way to Lake 2.0, it needs to be very dialed mechanically, and it is just not there at that point. So the very first thing, if I am gonna take this car there, is to just assess what I need to do mechanically. I have a pretty general idea, but I have not done a lot of work on this car in comparison to the 325IS. That car has seen the entire list of maintenance top to bottom, and I'm confident in that car's ability to get to Lake Tahoe. However, the obvious choice for me would be to bring the M3. Cosmetically, the car is almost there. I would really like to get it on a different wheel setup before going to Tahoe, because if I do get to set this car up with new wheels and tires, I am actually able to move these AC Schnitzers over to the 325IS. Then both of the cars are dialed with good wheels. harsh realities of not having your own trailer or loading equipment, we are using a come along to get this thing like inch by inch up onto the trailer. Super nice trailer though, so shout out Jack. Thank you for lending me this trailer. I fucking hate U-Haul.
Yeah, you're good on my side. There you go.
If you have a suggestion on what we should be doing with this E30, drop a comment, a suggestion. Yeah, I don't know anything about these cars. I've never owned an E30. I've had quite a handful of E36s, but E30s are very new to me. So with that all being said, let's clean this thing up. All right, so I've been going over this thing a little bit, just trying to decide what I want to do with it. There is a lot going on here. Inside here, we got the head, looks like a fuel filter, intake manifold, airbox, etc. Basically, the top end of this thing is just sitting in the trunk here. Now, if you know me, you know I absolutely love black interior cars. The carpet looks like it can be revived. There's not too crazy staining, at least not that I can see. Maybe under the seats here be a little bit harder to pull out, but I think we can revive this carpet with a very good detailed shampooing and extracting. Door cards are very presentable, so I'm not worried about that. And then finally, we are looking at the engine bay of this thing. Here's half an M10. I haven't decided about how I want to go about doing this. I think I'm just going to order head gasket kit and everything, and I need to figure out what exactly I do need, because I don't have a complete example of an M10, so it's kind of hard to imagine it, but I will pull up some real OEM diagrams and try and figure all that out. I do think the best initial plan for this car is just getting it running with the M10 in it. However, every part of me wants to pull it out, shave the bay, clean it, and just drop the M50 in. Alright, I apologize, this video is all over the place, but I did just finish writing a list of everything I'm going to order for this car maintenance-wise to get it up to spec. I would like to start driving this car instead of letting it just sit here and collect dust, so I'm going to completely overhaul the cooling system, all the vacuum lines under the manifold, rebuild the injectors, just some miscellaneous stuff like that. So we will definitely get to this car, and I will of course make content when all those parts show up. Well, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. I really don't enjoy having 3, arguably 4 different projects at once, so it's just a lot going on. But as always, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. Anything you do does help this channel grow. So with all of that being said, I will see you in the next video where we will hopefully be working on this car. So see ya, peace.